either. I partied with Dorian in Miami one time, but that's a
Oh.
whole other story.
What was that like? Can you say anything about that? Or is that
It was. I'll just say it was a long night.
that's incredible.
And
That's so awesome.
It would have to
interesting
be.
night.
That's like the equivalent of having a beer with Jesus. So I'm buying the beers. I'm going to try to keep this guy out here as long as possible.
I was starstruck, man. I was like, because I grew up like, I loved Dorian, man. He was like on my walls, and I had like a little gym in my garage when I was younger, and like his like side tricep was up there, and then like
the black and white socks.
Yeah, and the front double and the black and white. And
yeah,
I was just like, man. And I remember I met him in Miami. I was down there visiting a friend, and like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go meet up with Dorian now. He's up there. I'm like, what? Because it was like some muscle it was like a Masters Pro show that happened in Miami like in 2011, I think it was around there. It was like some weird show. Dexter won it, but like all these older pros.
Of course he did, yeah.
That guy should be called Dorian, the Masters Pro show.
Yeah,
probably.
so Dorian was there like doing like presentation stuff or like emceeing part of it or whatever. So like, yeah, we're gonna go see him, and then we went and met him, and like we're hanging out, and I'm like, what the fuck is like? I'm like, this is fucking Dorian Yates. I'm like one thing led to another, and we had fun. We ended up at space till 10 in the morning, so you can imagine how the night went.
That's incredible.
That's
now
good.
that was that still when he was like weighing like 240?
Yeah, he wasn't as small as he is now, but he wasn't like, and he was just like kind of like an average looking dude, like still carrying a little bit of muscle, but nothing crazy, you know.
Okay.
Well, so I remember I looked at him in the midst of all this, and I was like, bro, I'm like, I gotta be honest with you, man, this is like a fucking trip for me, because like I grew up idolizing. He's like, I'm just a dude, man, and I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. I was like, you're not awesome at all, man.
That's awesome, because you watch every interview with that guy, and he just seems like a really just like that. He's like, I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
I'm just another person, man.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's just like, because you come from like, you put these people on such a pedestal, right? I'm sure like there's been people you guys have met, whether it's athletes or whatever, and you're just like, oh fuck, like I know you're just a thing, but to me, I built you up to be something else, right? So
right,
yeah, it's cool.